There we go. So do you want to clear yourself? Do you know what that means? To have clear energy inside of you? To have a channel in your spine to the divine? Warmth, energy, presence, peace, strength. Do you want that? Yeah? Took me a while to figure this out. I'll do my best to share the path that's been working for me. Ultimately, it's about making a prayer to the highest, purest within, without. It always is with us. And it needs our permission because the rule of law on earth is free will. So our free will must be honored. And if we're not ready, the light waits for us until we're ready. So you have to make a prayer inside and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to know the light. I'm ready to know what it's like to be clear and free. Because the issue at hand is many of us are holding tension, pain, and things that have happened to us when we were younger, or yesterday, or today. And there's a way out. Although clearing is like hygiene, it's like brushing our teeth. You need to remove the plaque, the black plaque, the density, the stuckness. So it starts with a prayer to the highest, purest light, giving permission to be supported. If you're Christian, pray to Jesus, have him with you. It just has to be pure. There's a lot of beings that will trick us and say they're the light, but they're not. So you have to be sincere and say, only the highest, purest light may be with me at this time. And then step 2 is to ask for support from the light to clear any attachments or agreements that have been made by the darkness. So do that now. So authorize the light to support me in the process. To clear and remove any blockages, any attachments, any contracts, any agreements. I command all that is not of the highest, purest light, all that is separate, all that is dark, all that is in between, all that is trying to attach to me or use me, you must leave now. And then take your focus to your center and get very still. Repeat the video if you need to. Say it a few times if you need to. The goal is to be sincere. And then slow yourself down and get really still and just bring your awareness, close your eyes, bring your awareness back into your body. Feel your spine. It's helpful if you're connected to the earth. Take off your shoes, energetically root in the earth. That'll help you feel more stable. I'm wearing earthing shoes that have copper laces, so I have protection but earth connection. You can get them at earthrunners.com, and they make a kit that you can convert any shoe now. So the earth connection is important for emotional stability. It also makes an energetic circuit between you and the light through the sun, through God. Basically, the infinite, the nameless, the formless. So we're energetic beings connecting to the earth and praying and visualizing a connection to the light down the spine access to the divine. And if there's anything stuck, if you feel things that are stuck, what you do is you move into that space and you say, what are you? What do you need? And you can talk with it. Maybe it is a part of you, maybe it's an ancestor. But ultimately, if it won't release and it won't go, you have to say, you have to go to the light. So you call on the light to support you, say, light, please help me remove what is dense within me. And then with your mind's eye, breathe around that and underneath it, and then release it and send it up, wherever it is on your body. And this may take you a while, and just be patient with yourself. It may take you a while, many days, many cycles of this. It's taken me many cycles, many years. And sometimes we clear things and then things come back if we're not careful. So we have to be guardians of our mind. So getting still is where we gain connection to our willpower. Now, the willpower is like in the center, basically the belly, the middle of the chest down to the belly. So our willpower center, our fire. And if you've got stuff below that, it's like your foundation is unstable. And so your house, your direction will be unstable. So to get stability, ultimately you have to work all the way down to the root, your lower body. So that energy center is your hips, inside the middle of your hips, like at the base of your spine. Just kind of imagine a ball there and just feel into that. Are you feeling tense? Are you feeling open? The goal is to clear that, and that will release and you'll feel more ease. So that's what you'll do for each energy center. So you'll work through, talk with it, try to sense into it, breathe with it, talk with the light if you can do that, pray, imagine visualizing that opening and clearing. Do whatever is inspiring to you and that feels safe. The dark, if they're connected to your mind, may try to distract you. That's the biggest tool of the darkness. So be wary of anything that's trying to distract you. You have to gain your willpower. So that's why when you get completely still and stop your breath, and we can do that now together, okay? Just take a deep breath, hold it, and just hold this for as long as you can. Relax tension, any tension you feel, just try to loosen it. Just try to be light. Like you're strengthening your will by holding, but then you're loosening. I just felt my root relax. So that's the process. And then if you take a breath, you can imagine visualizing down your spine, keeping the spinal channel clear, moving. Your energy is supposed to be moving all the way up. You're a conduit of what created you. You're an extension of what created you. We are one with what created us, until things try to get in and attach and then try to use us, take our energy, and that's what's going on. So you're gonna set yourself free. And as you set yourself free, you'll set humanity free. So thank you so much for caring about healing yourself. We're all gonna feel it. It's gonna be amazing as we all heal and clear and get free again. So what's normal is a state of peace, state that the animals have in the forest. So when you can be in the forest at peace and the animals get close to you, it's because you're in a vibration that feels safe to them. And it's a beautiful thing. And that's normal. That's what life's supposed to be here. So now's the time to regain our control of our will, our mind, our breath, our decisions. Focus upon what we want Energy flows where attention goes. So keep guard upon your mind and your awareness. Choose wisely. The darkness will always try to pull us away. Thoughts will come, tempting thoughts, pull us away. Say no thank you or ignore it. And one very important piece is you can ask the light, ask God, Jesus, the angels, highest, purest light. You can ask your higher self, the part of you that's pure. You can ask it to help you know if a thought is dark or a thought is impure. If that channel is open for you, or you can use your sensations in your body. If things feel tight or weird, or you can ask for guidance. It's best if you have audible connection because it's clear. However, the point I'm trying to make is you can ask it to alert you if something is dark. So that's what happens to me. So if something comes, I just hear that's not of light or that's dark. And it's easy for me to let go. And it's usually just fear stuff. They always try to play with me on my keys. Because my daughter locked the keys in the car once, and then I told her I'd always keep it safe, and so I have this like nervous habit, and I'm still like working through it. So it's like an exercise in faith now to be like, be present and know I put the keys in my pocket, everything's okay. But the dark always, they just come in at every little weak point. So we have to train ourselves to be aware that this is happening. Say no thank you, ignore it. Also, a thing about the darkness, with fear or lust or greed or desire, all these lower energies, they can feel exciting, but ultimately down the line it'll start to feel unstable. They might feel initially good in a way because we are made of love, and when we're happy we feel that, but what is really happening sometimes is there's other entities, darkness, basically beings like us, spirits. We're spirits in a body. So there's spirits without a body, just on the other dimension beyond here, that we can't see. It's another light spectrum. Our eyes can only see certain wavelengths of light, but there's other wavelengths of light around it, and that's where they live. They live in a different vibrational frequency, different dimension. And so they'll come in and they'll want something, and so we might feel excited, but it might not be our excitement. So we have to find out who we are. That's why we get still and we slow down, and we really slow down. Then we know who we are and what is not us. So that's the art of meditation, is getting completely still, watching your thoughts, not acting upon them. You can do inquiry too, if you can. You can say, what are you? Ask it, find out what it is. They might lie to you, they might tell you the truth. But that is something you can do if you'd like. But the feelings, so the thoughts and the feelings aren't always us. So by getting still, opening the channel within, clearing our energy centers, we become reborn with the light within. And that's what we trust. We trust this inner presence. The Christians will say it's the Holy Spirit dwelling inside of you. You have to become reborn. So it's becoming still, asking for the light to come save you, help you, because you're done being separate and you want to be one with what created you. There's the unifying field. And to be one with that unifying field, you can't steal from it. So the darkness is wanting to steal from that energy. And a lot of it's through sexuality. So, that's a portal to open and bring a baby in. So, of course, they're clawing at the door to open that door, and they get that energy. And then they're like a balloon, and kind of, in a way, hard to describe it, but they basically are like leeches or parasites, and they're selfish. So we have to let go of being selfish, and we have to start thinking of how our actions will help affect others. The foods we eat, what we're putting in the earth, what we're thinking, what we're saying. Would we treat someone in a way that we wouldn't want to be treated ourselves, or would we be judging and hating someone? How does that feel when that happens to us? So it's about moving in that space. The golden rule, classic teaching, right? Treat others how you wish to be treated. So moving out of the selfishness, moving out of separateness, and surrendering a bit of your selfish will into tuning in with your feelings, into what others want. Doesn't mean you have to give away your 100% of your power. If you have a feeling and like that isn't right, you need to speak up. It's your role as the light to speak up with tact and grace. It's an art form we're all learning. Some people need the fire, some people need compassion, some people need empathy. Ultimately, people just need healing and love and to be understood. And most people are just trying to do what they have learned along the way, that they think is the best way. They just don't know. People just don't know what they're doing. People just don't know. So we can inform with love and patience, and listening to people is really the key. We can listen, and find out where someone's at. Then we can maybe pose some questions to ask them why they're making that choice or this or that. But really, this path out of suffering and out of this lower vibration is into, it's like a family, the family of light. That's what I put in my book, Activate a Guide into Your High Self. The family of light is what I call it. So it's the angels, it's the higher order. There's many beings going on, and do you know how many stars there are? Do you know how many galaxies there are? I mean, do you know how many Earth-like planets there are? I mean, that's just the beginning. We don't even know how many universes there are. There's so much going on. And we are given free will here. We're given free will. And we've been made to kind of like forget. Like, I believe, through my inner meditation on asking questions, when I finally had my awakening to God, and I said, I'm sorry, God, tell me the truth. It was that we were made and then we were tweaked. And there's been different forces at play that have tweaked this perfect creation. And one of the tweaks was to have us not remember who we are and where we come from. And the beauty of that is that we get to live from a fresh perspective every time as a child and be very creative, but we also make a lot of the same mistakes, and we mimic each other. So we have to be the leaders. We have to be the example for the children. We have to show them the way to become pure, eat pure food, drink pure water. And we have to purify our water. We have to get water purifiers, whole house water purifier, or be out in a pure place and from well or spring or rain. But test your water. Do the full test. Spend the money. Do it. It's your health. Get the full test. Do the radiation test. Do the SVOCs. Those are chemical toxins. Do the PFAS. That's the non-stick chemicals. Even in our toilet paper, it's like, this rain jacket supposedly is like the new from Patagonia. There's some new stuff. Hopefully it's fine. We're doing the best we can, but we're gonna have to filter our water until humanity figures it out. So getting up to a higher watershed where the rain starts is where I am now. I'm in the top of a watershed on the East Coast. And the water's pure, and the water's healing to drink alive water. Water needs to be alive too. We're 70% water, so charging your water if you're in a city, purify your water, put it out in the earth if you can. People talk about using a vortex. I really do feel like movement does something. I've tried that. Filtering it through rocks, just kind of mimicking a creek. So get your water figured out and protect your children. Get pure water for your children. It's absolutely essential. And then second step is making sure your food is pure. And we don't need to eat very complicated. Some just organic beans and cheese and some veggies, yogurt, butter, Eggs, if they're pasture raised, I do better with those, or just regular eggs in moderation. The feed has plant toxins in it. Everybody's body's different, but eat sauerkraut, get the live enzymes and live bacteria in there. Our gut is full of life, and if we drink in alcohol or taken antibiotics, we've damaged our gut flora, and that's what's responsible for our immune system. A big part of our immune system is in our gut, and how we digest food. So the gut's really important. Make sure you're eating, live sauerkrauts, organic food. Please eat organic food, because a lot of foods are sprayed with chemicals, pesticides, to kill the bugs. And then what do you think that's going to do? That's going to damage your gut flora, maybe even damage your cells. The other thing is about wireless signals, Wi-Fi. I'm recording this on airplane mode on my phone. And there's studies out there, the blood-brain barrier, and most likely the gut barrier. The gut is one cell wall thick. I mean, they're just little pieces, and there's mucus. But if the gut's damaged or inflamed from foods or poisons or whatever, those walls can open up, and then things get into the bloodstream, and you get pain through the body. So we've got to turn off our wireless. When I use my phone, I just you can swipe on the Apple from the corner, top right, down, and you can put on airplane mode. Make sure the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth are off. You might have to go into settings and manually turn those off. But basically, use your phone in airplane mode for maps or music. You can download things. On YouTube, you can download videos if you're a member. Save yourself. And then plug in if you can. You can get a little adapter you can plug in. Save your cells. I mean, all sorts of things are happening. Cell death across the body is happening from wireless radiation. And also, if we have too much electricity where we're sleeping or where we're working, the fields come off, I think, about 8 feet at a low level. And it's really strong, about 2 feet. It's pretty strong. You don't want to be spending a lot of time. I mean, it's okay if you're there for a moment and your aura is good and you're healthy. But day after day after day after day, all these things are wearing us down to where you look out in the world and most people are in low vibration. They have no idea what it feels like to be activated with their breath and to be powerful and creative. So let's protect the children, please. And protect yourself too, so that you can be a good protector of the children and the earth and the world, and set yourself free. Set yourself free from any negative attachment, anything that's trying to use you. Regain your sovereignty. Regain your sovereignty. You are in control of yourself. You are creator of your reality. No one has power over you. When you are in the light, this light shines. It's a force field. It protects you. But you have to stay connected. So get still, slow down, ask for the light. Ask for God. Ask for Jesus. Ask for a pure ancestor. Many of our ancestors are impure, and many living ancestors are pure. We're connected, like my father and my mother. I'm still dealing with my connections with them and still freeing myself. And then I'm watching as my daughter builds a bond with me, and I'm merging with her in a way. Luckily, she's pure and knows about what we're talking about here, about the light and the dark. They tried to get her. I explained to her at a young age, you're not a man, you're not a boy. Your mind's telling you you're a boy, but you're not a boy. You're a beautiful girl. Tried to explain to her about what was going on in the mind. She goes, oh, okay. And when she has tantrums, I try to find out, I cast out, you can clear. If something's happening in your field, you can, if you're confident, or even if you're not confident, just say, I command all the darkness to leave now. And you just imagine projecting your energy out and just push that stuff away. Because the more that you get closer to the light, they're going to try to stop you and anyone around you. They're going to try in every way. And you're going to have to just learn to be still. Smile and breathe. Just check in with the light. Check in with your feelings, check in with your breath. Make sure you're centered. Get the shoes that can connect you to the earth. That is the key, big key. Connect to the earth. These rubber shoes insulate us, and they break that electrical circuit. So you have to drill a hole and get these little plugs if you want to wear your normal shoe. You put a plug in there, it's easy, it's cheap. Or they make earthing shoes, pre-made. You check them out. I love my earth runners. I love them. All right, I think that was pretty good. I can just do a little bit with you right now. Get my book if you want to take this information out in the wilderness and you don't have access to the internet. Get my book, Activate, A Guide into Your Highest Self. And there's exercises in there with your breath. You basically slow down, and they're guided meditations, and they're easy, they're simple. The text is really big, it's really easy to read, super simple. It's just about, do you have the will, do you have the desire to control yourself and set yourself free and awaken to the truth and the presence of the light within you? Do you want it? If you want it bad enough, you will have it. It's just about going within, getting still, reconnecting, and clearing. Feeling into your body, whatever's dense, letting it go, forgiving pains that have happened, forgiving others. They're just doing the best they can with what they knew. Or maybe a dark spirit is working through them and they're unconscious of it. Or maybe they're possessed, that happens. Crazy. I let that happen to me when I was younger. I was so pissed off. I was just like, do it. I let demons run me. It happened. It was when I was a musician, like in the middle of it. It's a bummer. But hey, I know how it works now. And so this is me righting my wrongs. So, but that's the human experience, We make mistakes, we learn, we're forgiven. When we're sincere in our will, the light lets us back in. But it's our choice. As soon as we make a selfish choice and we want it our way, or, we go back to sin, looking at porn or eating bad food or judging people or hating on people or, I don't know, stealing from people or lying to people, whatever the stuff is like that's not the truth and is some kind of disconnect, treating someone as an other, not have to have power over the other person. If you're in that energy, you're just going to remove yourself from the light. And you're going to be on your own, going through the waves of life, the roller coaster, wherever that leads you. The pain, the suffering, the highs, the thrills, the lows, the anger, the frustration, the sadness. No matter where you are, no matter how many mistakes you've made, you can save yourself. Maybe not immediately, but if you're sincere enough and you're patient enough and you stay connected every day, in the morning, at night, do your meditation, connect with the light, get still, ask for guidance, ask, say, I need help, tell me what to do, tell me how to get out of this hole I've created for myself. In time, the right people will show up, the right moments will happen, but you'll have to act. You might have to get out of your comfort zone. You might have to ask for help, or you may be inspired, or it's your own journey, but you'll know what to do. But you have to be sincere to purify yourself. You have to be sincere that you want to know the truth of the light. That's the key. You want to know the truth. And then if you really want to help, then you commit to helping others. You say, okay, I'm done being selfish. I want to help others. I know I need help. I need a home. I need money. I need these things for me. And I will help others at the same time. Then that's when the light shows up. The light shows up and goes, okay, we'll help you. Others will help you. And then you help others in return. And money's an exchange of help that we offer each other. So the value that we're giving each other. So it's the time to be real and bold. I'm doing this right now. I have the goodness in my heart. Maybe someday I'll receive financial rewards in some way. But this is the right thing to do. And that's what we need to do right now. We need to transform our society. Stop buying the crap. Just don't give them your money anymore. Make food yourself, or, you don't have to make a lot of your own meals. That's what I do, but you can do it simply. You can literally, I get these sprouted corn tortillas. I buy from Azure Standard. It's an organic distributor. You can get food anywhere. You just have to show up once a month on the route, on a map. They go through all 50 states. Well, maybe not Hawaii and Alaska, but maybe 48 states, right? But basically all of America, the North America, the continent. I'm just speaking from the heart. None of this was planned. But anyways, go to Azure Standard, get your food. Go to the health food store. And, and basically when we start giving money to the solutions, it strengthens it. And it also strengthens our local economy. As we give money to a local business versus, say, Walmart or Amazon, that money circulates locally. So sometimes we have to buy from Walmart. Sometimes we have to buy from Amazon. And it's just life at the moment. But if you have a choice, please choose to spend money for the solutions for the planet. And it supports a family, it protects a child of the light. I will say though, there's children of the light in the darkness, whatever these rich families, the light, they come in as children and sometimes they set themselves free. Look at Foster Gamble, that super wealthy dude. He made amazing films. Check out his films if you don't know who he is. He made the films Thrive. And so he's one of many. So we just have to relax. We just can't worry. It's not about, if we're concerned about the world, we don't want to be fighting against the world. We have to move into this higher level of love that we're all one. And that's the secret. When you're in that energy, we make the connections, we have the healing, and then we realize we have more in common. We have shared values. We can talk, we can share. And the dark right now wants us fighting. They want us afraid of each other. There's so many lies. It's so frustrating for me to see so many people lied to and believing it and not thinking for themselves, just like herd mentality, tribal mentality, sheep. Think for yourself. Don't turn off the TV, turn off the media. If it's most mainstream, anything mainstream, because the funding is coming from these people that have money. The darkness has locked power through money. That's how they control. But it's not lost. The game's not over yet. We can still use money and capitalism to give our money to those that we support, cut off the flow to those we don't, and we can save ourselves. So it's up to us. Leaders are great. It's election year. It's good to talk about values, but ultimately we're electing leaders as a representation of who we are, the level of consciousness that we're at. So we have to rise above fear and duality. There's no other. We're all one family. It's not another. That's a brother. That's a cousin. That's a sister. That's an uncle. They just might be confused and tricked, just as you were. And it's okay. Hey man, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And even if you can't say it to them, just say it in your prayer. Think of them in your mind's eye and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. It's the classic, I think it's Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian prayer. Just asking for forgiveness. That's a great prayer. Just walk with, please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me. And if you can find true gratitude for what you do have or the blessings that you have had and hold on to those, that will bring warmth to your heart in the midst of whatever you're in. So whatever is good in your life, just feel gratitude for it. Smile, close your eyes, imagine it, feel the good in that. And that's the energy that rises. That's the energy that's going to save us. And it starts with us. We're the conduits of this energy. And the animals, the insects, the trees, the water, the sun, the earth. So we have to say no to these dark things that are trying to get to us and attach to us. We have to remove them. We have to clear ourselves, reclaim our energetic space. Eventually our third eye opens as soon as we remove toxins, heavy metals from our diet. I made videos on iodine. That's a great detoxer. And it opens up the third eye. Eating pure food. You got to be in a high vibration. Don't eat fried food. Stop eating fried food. Don't eat a ton of meat. If you eat meat, make sure it's pure, grass-fed. Eat small amounts of it. It's better to eat grass-fed dairy. And if you're allergic, then you just need to heal your gut. You need to heal your gut because your gut's inflamed. If you've got pain in your body and you're drinking, or you're smoking a lot of weed, or you're taking pills, you've got pain in your body. You need to stop eating the foods that are causing you pain. You need to stop having Wi-Fi and your cell phone all the time. And you need to sleep in a pure environment. Turn the electricity off to your bedroom. Or go out camping in a tent. Like, just get away from it all. Turn your phone off for like 3 days. As long as you can. Seriously, just do it. You'll feel amazing. You'll come alive. And if you sleep on the earth, you could wake up in an ocean of love. Oh my God, waking up in an ocean of love. I'll leave it at that. I hope this inspired you to clear yourself, take back your power, set yourself free, and then you'll set humanity free, because we're all connected. We're the ones that stop the inertia of this train of dysfunction that's been going through the years and years and years, and it stops here. It stops with you, it stops with us. And then we relax into that. You stop, you still, make it stop. If you're a father, be the protector of your family. If you're the mother, be the protector of your family. It's time for us as protectors to show up. And everything is controlled by the energy within us. The highest power is the light within. And it's with me now, and hopefully it's with you. We're all one family. May not understand it, but it is true, and just live like that. And I'll say this clothing company I love says, walk like your feet are kissing the earth. With gratitude in your heart, and with gratitude in my heart, we will heal this planet, clear it of the darkness, purify it, and live in joy and satisfaction and peace and health. I love you. And I do encourage you to get my book. I have all these meditations in there. I wrote it as a guidebook. Activate a guide into your highest self. It even helps me when I look at it and it's like, oh yeah, the family of light is with me always. I'm never alone. Help is always there. I just have to ask. It's about my breath. Everything's controlled by the breath. And society gets us kind of unsteady, so getting to nature, slowing the breath down, resetting, becoming reborn is what we have to do. And then we go back into the world. And we bring that peace with us, and we slow down, we listen, we say the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. Just I have to say the truth. Okay, peace.